Hello everyone and welcome to Christy Artistry. Tonight I am doing a test sample and this is a 12-inch by 9-inch canvas. The reason I'm using this little one is I'm going to do a miniature version of the painting that, if it turns out, I will be doing on a 20 by 24 canvas. And I also have a frame for that canvas when it's done. But I want to try the colors out and see if what I've got in my mind is going to work before I go doing it on such a large canvas. So I'm going to be using black, and I'm just going to use up this black that we mixed up a while ago, which is mixed with Floetrol and water. But my Master's Touch Pearlized Carbon Black will be the shimmer on the black for that. And then the two other colors that I'm going to be adding are Liquitex Basics Iridescent Orange, okay, and Artist Loft Neon Yellow. It's hard to tell in the bottles because they are they're not clear bottles. Okay, so those are our three colors. Now, if I feel like I need it, I may add some red, but I'm going to try to avoid that because I just want to try these three colors. And then we're probably going to end up putting in some 24 karat gold as well. So again, I'm going to try this, and if it turns out, because I'm going to try to pour the way I would on the bigger canvas, just in smaller puddles, so I can actually see what will actually really happen. You can never repeat a puddle pour, but we're going to try. So, all right. So first, I'm going to put on some black. There we go. Couldn't get it open. And we're just going to do like I would normally do for a puddle pour. I'm going to pour smaller puddles around. And of course, yes, I know that even if this comes out, the puddle pours, there'll be larger puddles, but I'll probably need a lot more of them as well. So I'm just going to attempt to pour on puddles like I think I would on the large canvas. That's why we experiment, so that we can work out the bugs and the flaws. Okay, so now we're going to add the Pearlized Carbon Black to the black. And again, that's just so I can get some shimmery accents when we start rolling this around. Just enough. It has this pretty blue tinge, but it'll be black when it dries. Okay, now let's put on our yellow. So again, this is Artist Loft Neon Yellow. I think I bought this like last Halloween. I think we did a fall painting with this. Came out with a lot of brightness to it, if I remember correctly. Before that gets moving around too much, let's add our iridescent orange. Because this will also tell me if I'm putting too much black and not enough of the other colors. These two should run together. So a little bit of this. Take the yellow back and add some more here. So I have to have enough to move it around and fill up the rest of the canvas. Okay, that is a lot of paint for a little canvas, but when I think about it, that's kind of what I'd have to do on that 20 by 24. Okay, I'm going to add the gold now. Okay, and I'm going to add it very sporadic because that's the only difference that's going to be. I'm not going to be able to repeat that. And we'll put our cap back on and let's torch the bubbles. Okay, I'm thinking I have good color, but again, the experiment is partially to see if the yellow and the orange can hold their own against the black without turning really muddy, because I hate when that happens. All right, I'm going to grab a pair of gloves because I don't feel like having painted fingers tonight. I had a long day at work today. I had an all-day training for some new stuff we're doing, and it was fun, but trainings are exhausting. Anybody else have to do trainings and just feel like they're exhausting? Okay, now let's tilt this around and see. Try to bring it so you guys can see it and see what happens. All right, here we go. I'm going to tilt toward me first since you can't see it and very well anyway. That corner done. Okay. Now, because this is an experiment, I did not tape the back of this canvas or really worry about it too much. Like I said, it's just an experiment to see what we can do with these colors. Okay, now I've got it covered, but now I'm just trying to move the paints around to create a composition that I can live with. Okay. Alright, so that worked. Okay, first thing I notice is the carbon black really shows up on the black. Still has a blue tinge, but I know that will dry dark. The gold is kind of wispy. I'm not sure I like it. So I'm wondering what other color, because I don't. Pewter would just be like the black. Copper, I don't know if copper would work. So this is what I would kind of end up with. I can still move it around a little bit, paint that corner a little more orangey, like so. Bring this down. Yeah, I can still tilt. It's got enough paint on here, I can tilt for a while. I do see a section that I really like. I'll show you in a second. Okay, right here. I like this because it's got the yellow, the orange, and the black, and it's kind of making a green with the gold, and then the orange with some yellow. So it kind of gave us an extra color in there that's nice. I'm wondering, and again, because this is an experiment, I'm going to mess it up and try it, but I'm wondering if copper would have been better as the metallic paint in there. So let's try adding some copper before it gets too dry. And well, when we look at it, we're going to have to think, okay, what if the gold wasn't there? But let's just see if we can, see if it makes it, see if copper would work or not. Okay, I see it's sinking already. So that's a concern. The gold laid on top, but the copper, see, appears to be sinking and just giving us lines. Of course, I kind of like some of these lines. I don't know. Okay, let me show you. See how it sunk, or the paint sunk in and just made some distinct lines in there? Not so sure I like that either. All right, let me think. Actually, I kind of like it now. Kind of like it. So I could use the gold for the shimmer, and the copper to get some kind of freaky little lines in there. That could work. Okay, now I have to think. And I was thinking there was too much black, but honestly, after pouring it off, I've got just enough of the black with the gold. Maybe that's what I would do, is center the gold in the black on top of the carbon. I think that would work, because it's sort of attracted to that anyway. And that way I get the shimmer through the black. The copper, if I put it in the orange and the neon yellow, would give it these really crazy lines here that I could separate those out with, because I don't like it on the black. If you notice right here, that's the copper on the black. I don't like that. See, I don't like that at all. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do, take off my gloves, and I'm going to make myself a note. So I'm going to make myself a note to add copper to the yellow and orange, and add the gold only on top of the carbon. Because I really think the way this looks that way, I think the gold on the carbon would be really nice. Because the carbon's going to shimmer, the gold's going to shimmer. And then the lines, if I can do it just on those, then those will look kind of marbly. And yes, they may intermix with the other ones, but if I pour it carefully enough, it might not. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Alright, so we have our little experiment done, and I kind of see how it's going to end up. And I'm thinking that an interesting little painting when it's done. Okay, I'm going to grab the camera just so you can see it from my angle and you can see the copper a little bit closer. So I will be right back. Okay, so here is our little 12 by 9 painting, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so there's that painting. And here is the canvas that I actually am going to put it on if this works. See how much bigger it is? A lot. So I did want to experiment on it because if I'm going to put it and waste one of these nice large 20 by 24 canvases, I want to be able to make sure that the composition and the design look good. So let me know what you think of this composition. Is it something in a larger painting that could have some embellishments on it that would look cool, or just the way it is? Because I know a lot of people like these just the way they are, but like I said, it would be on that size canvas, so much bigger, at least 6 times bigger. So, alright, well, let me know in the comments what you think. And until my next video, thank you all for watching, and thank you to my subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. And if you haven't subscribed and you like my videos, it would really help my channel out if you did subscribe. And comment and let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see, what colors you'd like to see. I'm open for suggestions. So, thank you all. Bye. So I thought about it for a few minutes, and then I decided that since I wasn't sure about that color combination, that I was going to try 2 more of these small canvases with 2 additional color combinations and see if I liked one of those, or if you liked one of those better than the orange, yellow, and black. So let's start working on the first new color combination, and I decided on pinks for that one. So I picked out the following colors: my Liquitex Basics Medium Magenta, my Liquitex Basics Alizarin Crimson Hue Permanent, my Pearlized Vermillion, and my Neon Pink, because I still think we need some kind of brightness in it. So we're going to use the Neon Pink. Alright, so let's try this way and see. I'm not going to use black. I'm technically going to use the Alizarin Crimson as my black color, and then put the vermilion on top of that, and then use the magenta and the neon pink as the orange and the yellow. So let's see what happens with this one. And again, I'm going to pour on spots like I would. To find the right color combination to do it in that larger size. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that is the Alizarin Crimson, to which I will add the Pearlized Vermillion, like I did the black and the carbon. So we're going to get that same pearly shimmer that we did with the carbon on the black, which is what I wanted for shimmer. Okay, then we're going to use the medium magenta in between. Canvas is a little pushed in here, so that's why it's all going together, unfortunately. Alright, medium magenta. I'm trying to stay kind of, you know, pinks, and so on. Didn't leave much room for the pink, did I? That's okay. We'll be moving it around, so we'll fill it in. So put some pink there. Just remember to tilt a way that we can get some of this pink to incorporated. I'll add some there too. And right here. I think a little there. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be really interesting. Okay. So this would be our red-pink version of the other painting. And then the next colors that I've chosen are blues, because I like blues. And I did think about, you know, mixing them and so, like we did with the painting where we did the cell creator the other night. A lot of people like that, and I had some really good comments that I didn't even think about, that those were like peacock colors. So that was a great comment. So thank you, Lynn, on that one. Okay, torch the bulbs. Torch. And while I'm thinking about Lynn, I'm going to shout out to Carla. Thank you, Carla, for all your comments. Appreciate you. Okay, here we go. So let's tilt this one out, trying to keep in mind that we want to keep this pink and move it in. So let's see what we can do. I'm already getting a purple vibe out of the medium magenta. I'm going to go to this corner first. And then, since we're down there, we might as well pour off this corner, and this side, and this corner. Come back with the reds into this side. the one fun thing is when you do these puddle pours and cup pours, you do use a lot of paint for them, but it also helps you to be able to move paint around more and really get your composition the way you like it. All right, I'm just cleaning up my hands because I don't want to end up dripping the paint back on here. I have a corner here I'm going to fix, corner here, because I'm not done tilting this one yet. There, and let's get some on this one here. Okay. So we've got a beginning tilt, and all the time I'm trying to think of what my composition, what I want my composition to look like when it's done. So I'm looking at, it's driving me nuts. Okay, I've got some goopies in there I want to get rid of. Okay, so I kind of like what's happening over here, but once I start tilting I may lose some of that, so I have to be careful of that. Spread that down a little bit further. Like so, and then bring it back. Try to get that pink back kind of where it was. Yeah, that's the problem when you tilt. Sometimes you lose what you liked. And I have this giant pink spot here where we filled in. I don't really care for that. So let's pour some of that off. Now we're getting back where I wanted. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's more like what I was thinking. Okay. So I wanted to, and I'll show you when I bring you down, I wanted to get this back to where it kind of looked like an angry sky, like an angry stormy sky. So it had needed these rough edges, and it was, that pink was just too smooth. There was some pink over here that was just too smooth, and now we've got it so that it looks angry again, which I like. So I'm going to take these gloves off because I'm going to reuse them on the next one. And then we are going to take out the tweezers because I accidentally, when I mixed the neon pink, I had a bottle of water and a bottle of white paint sitting next to each other, and I grabbed the bottle of white paint and unfortunately added it to my neon pink, and it had lumps in it. And yes, I know this is just an experiment, but you know, if they come out nice, then I'll have a cute little set of 3 miniature paintings of bigger paintings. What to do with all these? There's a whole bunch of little things in here. Okay, that's all we're gonna get. All right, so this one, the green one with the green one, the yellow and the orange one looks to me sort of like a crazy abstract, and I'm trying to think if I pulled that the way it is, pulled it and stretched it to a 20 by 24, it would look much different, but I think I'd still like it. This one looks like I said, an angry sky, and I really like it this way. So what I'd have to do is watch the video over again, put the puddles in just about the same spots, and then keep this one next to me so I knew what I did in a way to make this. You never can duplicate them exactly, but just to get the angry storm-like out of it, I would want to watch the video again and get that. Okay. So I noticed the pearl isn't covering as nice, so I have to keep that in mind and use a darker color under the pearl. Although I did, didn't I? Didn't I put, yeah, the Pearlized Vermillion I put over the Alizarin Crimson. So that shouldn't be doing that. Well, it does what it wants to. All right, let me bring the camera down and show you this one. Okay, so this is the pink, magenta, and red version of that one. Okay, and you see what I was talking about, how much more angry this one looks? Not just because it's red, but because of the sharp edges that are all throughout here. And actually this occurred when I was popping that bubble and got my glove in there. It actually made that, when I stretched it out, it made it all rough and angry. So that is what I'm talking about when I mean angry, that it's sharp, edged, and rough. Whereas our yellow and orange one has a lot of smooth sides to it. And I think that one would look pretty cool, really large. This one would too. I just have to be able to get those same sharp edges. Okay, so let's put this one off to the side and we'll start our last one. So I will be right back. Okay, I scooted you in for the last one, but I apologize. I can't really move this one since we just did it. So I'm hoping you can see this good enough. I think so. Yeah, okay. All right, so the next one is going to be in blues. I love blue. So here's the colors that I've chosen for this blue one. My Academy Acrylic Ultramarine Blue, my Liquitex Basics Prussian Blue. I have an Artist Loft Extreme Sheen Blue Ice. So this is going to be our shimmery one. And then for our kind of our plain accent color, I'm going to use Liquitex Basics Brilliant Blue. So we're going to have 4 blues on this one. Alright, move my pinks out of the way, line up my blues. So I'm going to start out with Ultramarine Blue, and no, I'm going to start out with the Prussian Blue. The reason I'm going to do that is it's dark, and I'm going to use the ice blue on top of it. So that would be our black gold and our Alizarin crimson and vermilion. Now I didn't put any metallics in there, gold, silver, bronze, or anything like that, because I kind of thought it would look nice without it. When I'm done with this one, I will make a decision as to whether or not it needs any gold, silver, copper, pewter. Gold might be nice. I'm running out of my Prussian Blue. That's about all I've got. Okay. So, let me see if I have any more. I have a whole bunch of bottles here that I've been emptying all week. Prussian. I don't think I have any more. Made up, that is. Nope, looks like I am out of Prussian. It's already mixed up. Alright, let's put our ice blue on. And again, this is an extreme sheen. I'm going to check it because it's been sitting a while. Oh, let's get this little booger off the rim there. Okay, so I'm going to add that to our Prussian. Yes, these are the only ones that I'm actually mixing together, you might say. So that also needs a refill. I think I'm just doing this so I can reuse my new bottles. Emptying or using up all the paints that were in my these old bottles, and now I'm going to have to refill them, so I'll just put them in new bottles. Okay, this is our Ultramarine Blue, gorgeous blue. Now I'm looking at these blues, and I am thinking that I'm probably going to want a gold silver, and I'm thinking a gold, to be honest with you. I'm not thinking silver, copper, I'm definitely thinking gold. Okay, let's put on our Brilliant Blue before everything closes up. paints, and they thicken up after a while. As you can see, they're quite thick. It makes it hard to work with. What do I need there? Actually, I feel like I need more Prussian Blue there. I didn't get anything out of this. Let's see if we can. Work closes it. A little bit. A bit more. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking gold in this one. I feel like it's just lacking something to really make it stand out like the pink does and the neon or fluorescent on the other painting. So let's use 24 karat gold. Okay, to put these over here and pluck out my 24 karat gold. Okay. And I'm thinking I'm gonna try something kind of weird. Just because I kind of know what I'm looking for. Oh, I like that already, just as it is. All right, let's tilt. Oh, we got a torch. I got a torch first, sorry. Torch, get the bubbles out and the cells going with the gold and the pearl. Torch, we can also see if we have any globs in there, and I thought there was a glob and it's actually a bubble, so we're good. All right, let's tilt. Okay, I'm gonna go to the driest corner first, which is over here by me, left-hand corner. Okay, then let's take care of this corner, and then this way you can see as I do the other two. This way, whoa, and then we're going to go way over here. Okay. Now, I'm not too interested on this one in stretching a lot of this, because I really like how the gold has these cool squiggles. I got the shimmer going on. See how that one turned out? I like that. I'm literally gonna leave it like that. Really like that, just the way it is. The gold, it's kind of crazy looking. Thinking about that, is it too uniform right here? Kind of. I need to move that a little bit more. Okay, that's better stretched. And let's take that down. Okay, now I think we've got less uniformity, more craziness, which is what I like. Okay, let's clean the bottom off. And again, because these are samples, I didn't bother to tape them off or anything like that, like I normally would with a larger canvas or commission piece. Then I am very careful with the underneaths. Okay, I like this one. I can see this one in a bigger, on a bigger canvas. I think if I like it a different direction too. Yeah, I'm messing with it again because I just noticed something I didn't like. Which is the fun part of these petal pours. You can play with it until you find what you like. Okay, now I'm really done. I felt like, like I usually do with these blue paintings, is that it's either, you know, kind of skyish or oceanish, oceany. And I felt like this kind of came out and kind of made it look more water, like ocean. So I thought I would pour some of the darker color off and give more of this lighter color. And I actually make it better this way. Now, which way was I holding it? This way, I think. I'm going to turn it that way so I can show you the way I think it should go. But since you guys have seen it two different directions, let me know which way you would prefer. But I'm going to bring you close here. Get my gloves on. Okay, so I turned it this direction. It originally was this direction. And then you guys saw it upside down, which would be, which would be this direction. So let me know which direction you think it makes the most sense and looks good. And would this one look good on a 20 by 24, a big canvas? This color combination, and you know, if I could finagle the paint close to this, how would that look? I'm going to show you all the shimmer in this one. So by spraying the gold or dripping the gold on top of all these colors, we ended up with shimmer pretty much over the whole painting, which is really nice about gold. Again, on the black one, it is okay, and we needed the copper to divide up the orange and the yellow, but I didn't think that we needed it on this pink one, pink and red one. I thought this one looked stormy and angry enough by itself. So I think they say pink sky and morning, sailors take warning. And that's kind of what this looks like to me, but let me know if I'm correct on that too. All right, so here, see if I can give you all of them. Here are our 3 painting color combinations. Which one do you like? Which one do you think would make a beautiful larger painting in a 20 by 24? And remember, they're not going to come out exactly the same, but I'll watch the video and do the technique as best, or to closely match. I can't talk today. It's been a long day. All right. Let me know what you think in the comments, and then we will work on that in a few videos from now. So until then, thank you all for watching, and thank you to my subscribers. Appreciate all of you. Thank you.